back to another vlog. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, welcome to your girl's channel. My name's Kayla, or you can call me KDiani, whatever floats your boat, okay? But today we're going to the gym, of course. So yeah, I feel like I've developed my glutes pretty well. Proof is in the pudding, right? I grew my glutes. I grew them. But the only problem is that upper part, like that shelf. I can't seem to get that shelf part. So I told my homeboy one of these days, y'all know Reggie. If you've been following me on Instagram for the longest, like my journey, my fitness journey, then you've seen Reggie. But this is Reggie. Everybody say hi to Reggie. Hi, Reggie. Yes. So Reggie, he's competed in bodybuilding competitions. Like, that is like my legit friend. I love him so much. And I said, Reggie, I really want to build my glutes. Like, I want a dump truck. Okay? Heavy emphasis on the dump. Okay? I want a dump truck. Can you help me? Can you create a program for me? So last night, I get a text message. He sent me a program or a workout via Jeff Nippard. If you know about Jeff Nippard, he says these are the best to grow, that upper portion of your glutes so that your glutes can be equally proportionate. Also, the more body fat you drop and shrink your waist, the bigger your glutes appear. So y'all know I gained a little weight too. So your girl's trying to cut down as well. But why not build the muscle and cut the fat? So we're going to be like in a body recomp, okay? Enough yapping. Let's get to the gym and try out this workout that he created for us.
Y'all, I had the intentions of recording it mic'd up, which I did, but the audio did not sound good. But if you guys ever seen any of my videos, make sure y'all warm up before y'all get into any form of workout that you do. I already did my workout, but I was just getting straight into the video. But the first exercise is going to be hip thrust. You have the option to do barbell or dumbbell. This is going to be my warm-up set. The reps is 8 to 12 and we're doing 4 sets. So we want to have a wide stance with toes slightly out and we're going to do a 2-second squeeze. Again, this is my warm-up set. So I'm doing as many reps as possible, getting comfortable with the bar. I haven't done barbell hip thrust in a long time. And after doing this, it made me realize how much I missed it and how much more you feel the contraction in your glutes versus if you were to use a hip thrust machine or do hip thrusts on a Smith machine. But I believe I performed 16 reps. I still held 2 seconds at the top just so I can feel that squeeze and that burn. And just with using 135 pounds, it felt really good. So this was my last set and I did 275 pounds. And as you guys can see, I'm doing the full range of motion and I'm holding for 2 seconds at the top. And for this set, I did 8 reps. And y'all, my cheeks were lit up. I promise you, when you do different forms of techniques like holding at the top for like 5 seconds or 2 seconds or pulses, it really makes a difference. Y'all, like, I was trying so hard to stay still, but my booty cheeks was lit up, okay?
Okay, my ass cheeks, I can't even sit straight. But the next exercise, which I absolutely hate, is Bulgarian split squat. We're going to do glute bias. We're going to slightly lean forward and we're going to push through our heels. Oh, I really hate doing these. And it's 3 by 8 to 10. So right now I have a 35-pound weight dumbbell. And I know you guys probably like, oh, you could go heavier than that. But this is an exercise I despise doing. So since I despise it, I barely do it. But if we want to see growth in our shelf portion of our glutes, we have to do things that we're uncomfortable with doing.
Oh God. Switching back to voiceover. So, in order to do the Bulgarian, you want to place your foot on the box. You want to have like a good distance, and you want to go like in an escalator motion, like kind of angled, and you want that slight lean forward. If you're not quite comfortable yet, you can always perform Bulgarian split squats with just your body weight. But when you are using any form of weight, make sure that you're keeping your core tight whenever you're performing any type of weightlifting movement. But as you guys can see, I'm going in an escalator motion, but I am not moving through the exercise rapidly. I am feeling it and pushing through the back of my heel. When I push through the back of my heel, I feel it more in my glutes more than anything, and it burns so much. And what I like to do is I'll do one leg, I'll rest for 30 seconds to a minute, and then work on the other leg. I know it's more time consuming, but it's better that you rest rather than speeding through the workout. So I'm going to demonstrate it again so that you guys can see exactly how I set myself up. I place my foot on the box. I make sure there's a good distance. I always feel out my form before I perform any weightlifting exercise, because you want to make sure that your form is intact before anything. And then that's when I go ahead and I pick up my weight. But as you guys can see, I am going in an angle towards the box. Like my glute is going towards the box, and I'm pushing through the heel of my foot. And my chest is kind of slightly leaned forward, and that's what's going to make it glute focus. So make sure you're squeezing at the top as well, as you guys can see, squeezing at the top, and then go down. You want to make sure you're feeling every single rep. You want to tear those muscle fibers so that we can grow some booty cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was looking at the next exercise on this workout plan, and I was just aggravated because all of these single leg movements is wearing your girl out, okay? So I skipped over to curtsy lunges, and this is going to be 2 to 3 sets, and we're going to do 10 to 12 reps on each side, okay? So it's a diagonal step back and a heel drive. So remember when I told you guys for the Bulgarian split squats that you want to drive through your heel to fill in your glutes? It is the same concept here for the curtsy lunge. Also, a quick side note, you can hold on to like a stick or like how I'm using this shelf here for more stability. And I did go ahead and up my weight because the 20-pound dumbbell was too light and the 35-pound kettlebell was okay, but I feel like I can definitely go heavier. But focusing on driving through your heel, you do feel it in your glutes, believe it or not. I did underestimate this exercise. Moving on to the final exercise, we have hip abduction. I love to save the hip abduction for last. Now this is 3 to 4 sets and it's 15 to 20 reps. And typically when I do this exercise, that is the rep scheme I go for anyways, 15 to 20. And we're going to lean forward and we're going to add 1 to 2 second pauses. So we're going to lean forward and we're going to hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. I find it more comfortable when I'm leaning forward and I actually place my hands on the machine where you can adjust the weights, because I have more stability of holding it out longer, especially if I'm leaning forward. But as you guys can see, I'm not moving through the movement quickly. I'm actually feeling it. It's burning. This is one of my favorite exercises to do to help build that side portion muscle of my glutes, that minimus and medius action, okay? Also, just a reminder, make sure that whatever weight you're choosing is comfortable and you're able to do it as well, don't just go putting heavy weight just to do heavy weight. Actually operate progressive overload and work your way up to higher or heavier weight each time. The workout is complete. I didn't get to record this part because my camera was off after I finished the set, but y'all, I almost passed out at the gym. I had to call Jasmine because Jasmine, luckily, she was at the gym. I had to call Jasmine and I told her to hurry up and buy me something because I felt like I was going to pass out. Like my heart was beating really fast and I felt lightheaded. I felt like I was going to throw up. I don't know I know what it was because I didn't eat enough today. So this is what I ate. I had a barbell bar, which I really love those. Those are really, really good. That happened to me. This has happened to me once before. And I need to learn my lesson. Make sure you eat enough before you go work out. This is why I don't really like to work out fasted, especially like when you're giving it your all during your sets, because y'all, I almost fell out. But I didn't get to do one of the exercises, which was the cable kickbacks. I just posted a glute day and I did cable kickbacks. So the only difference in this video was that I did curtsy lunges. The rest of them I've done. And then I started doing barbell hip thrusts again, which I love doing. I miss them. Like, I actually felt it a lot more than doing it on a hip thrust machine or on the Smith machine, surprisingly. So I'm gonna get back to doing my hip thrust on the barbell. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 8.5 because it was a lot of single leg work. And I hate single leg work because it's like it takes so much longer. But the more I do it, the more I'll get acclimated to it. So, okay, Reggie, I really liked your workout or whatever, even though I almost passed out and it took forever and a day to complete. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments if you really do like these mic'd ups, or if you just want me to do voiceovers where I just talk and explain. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But as always, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And until the next one, peace.